But when you go all in on something, I would say that does take conviction. Now, your conviction might be
how many
coming from
chairs are you
first
sitting on
principles.
right now?
One.
Are you all in on the chair? The point really is you put on one pair of glasses. You've got one pair of AirPods right now. You're looking at me through one screen. You're using one microphone. That's a one microphone. Like, you trust it? Is that conviction? Seems kind of scary. Why don't you diversify? Why don't you use 10 microphones? The point really is things in your life. Do you drive in 10 cars at the same time or one car at one time? Do you drive down one street? Aren't you afraid that you're driving down one street? Do you take a different way? You know? So my point really is, if you're you get on one airplane, are you convicted? You put your entire family on the one airplane, aren't you afraid? There is no asset. Well, Bitcoin is the best crypto asset. Okay. What's the second best? There is no second best. There's no second best crypto asset. There's a crypto asset. It's called Bitcoin, right? Right? There's no second best, okay? But take all your money, buy Bitcoin. Then take all your time, figure out how to borrow more money to buy more Bitcoin. Then take all your time and figure out what you can sell to buy Bitcoin. And if you absolutely love the thing that you don't want to sell it, go mortgage your house and buy Bitcoin with it. And if you've got a business that you love because your family works for the business, it's in your family for 37 years, and you can't bear to sell it, mortgage it, finance it, and convert the proceeds into the hardest money on earth.
Hey, boss. Good morning. Good. How you doing? Listen, man, I'm not going to be able to make it in today. No, I'm not calling in sick. I'm calling in rich. Yeah, you remember those Shiba Inu coins that you laughed at me for buying? Well, I bought 100 million of them. And wouldn't you know, that damn thing hit a penny. And now it's worth $1 million. So yeah, I'm calling in rich. No, I'm serious. So I won't be in ever again. Hello? Hello? Motherfucker just hung up on me. Fucking hater.
Broski, the market is so red, I thought my MacBook was bleeding.
This is the end, cuz. Yesterday I was a millionaire, today I'm a slumdog. This is not a dip, this is a black hole.
Imbeciles, they have no idea. This is not a black hole, this is the beginning of a big bang. Why is Broski not panicking with us?
Yeah, why is he so unfazed?
Check your wallet, cuz. The crypto is down 85%.
Allow him, Broski, he's still in denial.
Is it down by 85%? Or is it 85% off?
Oh shit. No, gang, not the hustler mindset.
Not the hustler mindset. Bro said it's not a crash, it's a discount.
Circumstances, but you can change your mentality.
Remember, brothers, the market sends his toughest battles to his most financially literate soldiers. When the Nasdaq falls, will you give up? Or remember that no amount of setbacks defeat a qualified mind? You see a dip and start to sell, but I remember that sudden emotions lack logic. Down isn't permanent. So I invest more into the S&P because I was born to struggle and persist.
Nah, man, them. How does he do
this
it?
guy knows something. Broski, was you in the board meeting with Donald Trump? So tell me, brothers, when the crops go dry, will you sell your land or sow more seeds, knowing that the harvest will always return?
He's really got that hustler mindset. Bro's got that JP Morgan mentality. That's that quarter-zip discipline, cuz. Yeah, gang. Yeah, a few individuals that make it out, cuz. This guy's one of them.
Ure. Sagero! Sagero! Ogero! Dale! 何を見ている？ そこだ。
Just shut up and let me enjoy this pain.
Welcome to the pain zone. It's where we live.
When I'm hurt, I love it. I love that feeling because it's real.
You need to love pain.
Be the guy who embraces the ugly, the miserable. Be the guy who embraces hard work, the grind. Don't be afraid of being hurt. Don't be afraid of sacrificing some blood.
Everything else, happiness could be fake, crying could be fake, but pain? Shit. That's real.
However, mentally, physically, love it. You need to love it. If not, stay where you are.
But like most of the people who are buying assets at some point want to sell the assets at a profit.
People that use fiat currency as a store of value, we call them poor. We call them poor. People that use fiat currency, we call them poor. We call them poor. We call them poor. We call them poor. There's a name for them. We call them poor. We call them poor. Okay?
Genuine question. Butt or boobs?
Bitcoin! By the science guy. Bill Nye, the science guy. Bill. By the science guy. Bill Nye, the science guy. Bill. Do I have your attention now? Do I have it?
Good. I thought so.
Punky, on me, funky, monkey, punky, pump it, price, jump it, hop in a new whip, paid for by Punky. I'm just too lit. Somebody say something. A monkey that look like a frog, price look just like a dog's, full of some chads and gods. Fudders is mad I bought. Word to your mothers, this monkey is doing a lot. Take out a hammer, I'm whacking a fudder, just cleaning the face. Jumping on Twitter, take over the space. Punky is pumping, increasing the pace. A monkey that look like a frog, paid for my flight to Prague. Touchdown, Punky Lamborghini rental in the garage. She's at my Punky, we had a menage. No, she not Nikki, cause I'm too picky. That's why my portfolio as long as a blog. All about Punky and why that shit rocks. Punky take over the block, watch. Punky, on me, funky, monkey, punky, pump it, price, jump it, hop in a new whip, paid for by Punky. I'm just too lit. Somebody say something. Punky, on me, funky, monkey, punky.
You may have noticed that crypto's crashing again, like it did in 2022 and 2018 and 2013. You get the picture. But there's something different about this crash that you need to know about. Crypto has always gone through boom-bust cycles, but now, thanks to loosening regulations, people can buy financial products that give them exposure to Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies through the regulated stock markets. They're called ETFs, and over $100 billion worth of crypto was bought by ETFs in the past 2 years, as the size of the market seemed to only go up. But in October of last year, after Bitcoin briefly reached an all-time high price of $125,000, investors began to take some risk off the table and sell their shares of these ETFs. The result? The price of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies has nosedived. As of the time of recording this video, Bitcoin is down nearly 50% in just 4 months. So what happens now? Well, we'll see how much actual money is backing these cryptocurrencies. When people sell their shares of the crypto ETFs, the Wall Street firms that issue them, like BlackRock, turn to the crypto exchanges like Coinbase to actually sell the Bitcoin. But if there aren't enough buyers, then the price starts plunging. What's the floor? Well, zero.
Council has discussed crypto regulations and legislations at length, and we have come to the conclusion that instead of regulating, we are going to ape a fat bag each into laptop and pump it to over $1,300,000,000,000,000,000,000,000 market cap. Let's fucking go, crackheads.
Bro, gambling in 2025 is crazy. I just bet that Israel would bomb Lebanon, and now I'm up $400. Bro, just bet on Israel bombing people. Like, you literally can't lose. Like, it's free money.
Don't gamble. Oh yeah, don't gamble money that you can. Man. I mean, unless it's a lock. There's no such thing as a lock. That's the thing. Unless it's a lock. If it's a lock, oh my God, it's a little different.
The only thing that I've seen from you that has not, really panned out is the old Bitcoin statement.
I still don't believe in Bitcoin, but as Jamie Dimon said a couple years, not just to me, to the shareholders, if my customers want me to make a market in I'll make a market in If you think it's going to replace the dollar as the main currency, if you think it's going to be like the national bank, that's just not going to happen.
But it's happening.
No, it's not. So it has $2 trillion in value, whatever the value is. But if you think that the Ford Foundation, the Rocket Foundation, the Federal Bank Reserve,
they're all buying it.
They're buying 1%.
Well, why would they want any if it's going to be valueless?
Because it's an embarrassment clause. Just in case it goes to $1 trillion, they participated. It's just so they're not totally embarrassed.
Oh, can you cut it in half, please? Of course. Whoa. What are you doing, man? I'm cutting it in half. Not like that. Oh, you want it the other way? Yeah? Got it. Yo, not like that either. That won't even be a sandwich at that point. Yes, I agree. That's why I was cutting it the other way. Okay, stop! Are you dumb? I'm trying my best, man. Alright, fine. Let me help you. So what you have right now, but the other way. Okay, nope. Turn it back around. Take your knife and just turn it. Yes! Right there. Let's cut it.
You're down 95%. Have you ever considered selling?
No, I can't. That's no.
I'm interested in getting a new property. What's your monthly income? Zero. Okay. I got over $1 million in crypto. All right, we can work with that. Is it in Bitcoin, Ethereum? Yeah, I got ticker Bitcoin. Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic, Paninu. Harry Potter, banana, what? I mean large caps. I got 500K in Fartcoin. We can't accept Fartcoin as collateral, sir. Okay, I've got 500K in Zcash. We could work with that. Can I see the evidence? I'm sorry, it's private. It's in the shielded pool. Okay, can you just get the fuck out of here? Just get the fuck out of here. Just.
Ya están aquí.
Oh no, I hope I don't fall.
Missing. You cried? There were tears that ran down my face, but I did not cry. I mean, that's crying. I would disagree.
asset. Well, Bitcoin is the best crypto asset. Okay, what's the second best? There is no second best. There's no second best crypto asset. There's a crypto asset. It's called Bitcoin, right? Right? There's no second best. Okay. But take all your money, buy Bitcoin. Then take all your time, figure out how to borrow more money to buy more Bitcoin. Then take all your time and figure out what you can sell to buy Bitcoin. And if you absolutely love the thing that you don't want to sell it, go mortgage your house and buy Bitcoin with it. And if you've got a business that you love because your family works for the business, it's in your family for 37 years, and you can't bear to sell it, mortgage it, finance it, and convert the proceeds into the hardest money on earth.
All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night here from Las Vegas, Nevada. Hope you all are doing well and having a good day wherever you may be. We are here with episode number 220 of the Moon Gang. Is the bottom in?
Is it, Charlie? Is it?
Gajillion dollar question. But I'm joined by my friend, Dollar Cost Crypto here, which, well, it's kind of funny to introduce you because we're on your channel as well as my Rumble, but hey.
Right.
Bear market, what do you expect?
Allow me to reintroduce myself.
Right.
But yeah, welcome you guys. Mexico lost. At least it was a fight. It was hilarious. I think I did a tweet, like I was cooking carne asada. I literally was outside on my barbecue cooking carne asada. I pretty much missed the whole game just cooking outside, and I didn't even have to like go inside to see the game because I could literally hear people crying and fucking yelling. My next door neighbors were like yelling so loud. I was like, I could literally tell you the score. That's how funny that was.
That is funny.
Oh my god, when the UK scored the first goal, bro, crickets, bro. You could barely hear the wind breathe, bro.
Yeah, I went to what do you call it? Ellis Island for that one.
Oh, really? Okay, cool.
Yeah, they have kind of like a nice little like indoor outdoor bar thing with like a big screen or whatever. Like in Vegas. And what do you call it? There was like, I think it was like 80% Mexican fans and then like 20% British or something like that. But the British, they were being respectful. They were like kind of just like, you know, like they were just like
they knew where they were at, bro. They knew if a scrap went down, bro, they're gonna get their ass beat. I mean, respectfully.
Well, and not only that, but also like they knew they were gonna win. You know what I mean? Like they've watched soccer so much, they're just like, what do you call it? One of the guys near my table or whatever, he's a British guy. He was just like, yeah, we just let them run up and down the field because they're controlling the ball most of the time until they what do you call it, tire themselves out, and then we score. I'm like, damn. You know,
one of the big complaints was they didn't have their main goalie for Mexico. I don't know where he was.
Oh, like, really?
Yeah, okay. They're actually like all-star guy. I don't even know the guy's name. I just hearing Mexicans talk in the street. They're like, so that's just to tell you what I know. But like, because I don't really track soccer like that at all. But basically, they told me the main guy was not there. No one knows. Like, I don't know why he wasn't there, but was the main one right there. And then I mean, I did get a chance to see maybe the tail end. They actually did have a couple of good shots. It just kept missing, but like they did have a chance to hit to make it in. But like, you know,
I mean, it was a close game. Yeah, at the end of it, they only lost by a goal. So
at least it wasn't boring though. Like that would have been like so many games were like 1-0,
yeah,
or 0-0, then over. You know, like, but at least it was like 1. Then you know, then they kind of caught up for a minute, and then it was 3. That's a pretty high scoring game actually. In soccer terms and stuff. So yeah, it was not a boring game for sure.
Yeah, and I think there's been a lot of like 0-0s or 1-0s and stuff like that during the World Cup. So
my expectations are really fucked because I watched like the Knicks come back from like I literally said like I saw the odds for a second. So when they scored 2-0, right? So when the UK was 2-0 against Mexico, right? If you had bet even $100 from obviously they didn't win, but like just to show you the odds, I learned this from GG. if you still believe they're going to win or you're willing to take that risk there, like just for that, there was like maybe like 10 minutes where like there it was 2-0 for a second there. Every $100 would have been like $1,400 to $1,700 if they had won. It was like a massive like, and then I saw the odds change, and like where it's really cool is like on a regular sports betting site, there's really no way to make money on it, but on Cashy or on Polymarket, brought to you by Cashy and Polymarket. Use code DCC for 10% off. No, no, but I'll
type it in later. God damn it, didn't work.
But since it's shares, you could have actually bought the because it was like Mexico's in the win. The odds would have gone to 1%. You would have bought there, and then as they started catching up, like 1 to 2 or like 2 to 3, you could have sold them off for quite a good amount of profit because the chance of them winning goes up. Like, oh wow, okay, that's actually one cool thing I do like a little bit about like Polymarket and Cashy is that if you're real time watching sports, you can just cut your losses. I don't know which way this is going, but I already made money, so let me get my guaranteed profit. So it's like if someone put like $100 on Mexico at 0-2, and then it went to 2-3, right as it went to 2-3 with the maximum amount of time, you probably could have dumped it and made like 5 times on your money or more. Like, not bad. Yeah, I know the Knicks is winning is like exactly the Jets winning. Exactly.
It's not quite that bad.
No, the Jets are worse. Yes, the Jets are worse. Yes.
Jets are the bottom of the heap. I'm trying to think like New York sports. Like, I mean, the Mets too. I mean, the Mets, they had a hedge fund wizard, Steve Cohen, buy the team and dump as much money as possible into the team. They still can't win.
The ref was paid. Yeah. Oh yeah. Did USA lose that bad? Fuck.
Yeah, they got their ass kicked basically. But what do you call it? America's kind of used to it since for the longest time. But America's gotten a lot, or the United States, has gotten a lot better at soccer or football, whatever you want to call it, over the years. So at least they're competitive now, right? I think Mexico as well was like 40 years ago, the last time they were this far in the World Cup. So
that's good. Yeah, they're getting better. They have a huge problem. This is a lot of Latin American teams. Is that this is like all hearsay stuff that I've heard, but like a lot of their best talent just gets bought up to Europe, and just gets moved. So it's really hard for them to retain like some of the best talent outside of like their top player. But like, a lot of their other players and stuff just like, I mean, I get it too. You're like, they're giving me 40. They're giving me 100.
Yeah. I mean, they'll go over there for the professionals. That's the one good thing about the World Cup is like people always like it's kind of like the Olympics, right? People are always like, oh, okay, I'll go back to my home country. Most of the time, like every once in a while, I get like I don't know if there were any of these on the Mexican team yesterday, but you'd call him like an honorary Mexican, right? It's like that guy just doesn't look like he fits. But he's like, what do you call it, naturalized citizen or something, right? Because he plays, soccer
and stuff. There's like this whole thing is like they're doing like because like some of the grandpas when watching soccer since the 70s and stuff like that, and they're like, that guy's not a Mexican. No, he's Colombian. What about that guy? He's from Uruguay. What? Wait, who are you? That's kind of like some of the funny like Instagram reels I've been seeing and stuff. I just wanted him to win because it was Merlin the Duck. I thought that shit was hilarious.
You told me. I think Kyle told me a little bit about that. It's like some duck that they were like rooting with, right?
Yeah, just Merlin the Duck. I mean, it was fucking hilarious. He like the duck ended up biting the president of Mexico for touching him.
Damn, I don't know about that, but
I mean, maybe who knows? Maybe in the AAA, their version of AAA, it's possible. I mean, who's the guy who plays Deadpool?
Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds and one of the guys from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. They bought Wessex in the UK or whatever for like $2 million, and they've like gone up like 3 leagues. There's a fuck ton of leagues. I don't know this, but they've gone up like 3 leagues or 4 leagues, and the team is now worth like $100 million plus.
Oh, wow!
And they're literally like if they keep winning, they're going to go into the actual real the real deal league, and it's going to be like it could be a $500 billion team. Like fucking his name, I think it's no, it's not Charlie. It's the other one. It's like the guy who took his shirt off and he's all jacked. And then no one cared.
Yeah. What's it? The Mac.
Yeah, Mac's about to be a billionaire. The timeline, dog. Oh my god.
Well, right. Mac's pretty smart actually. Like, when you watch him, when you watch all of them actually get interviewed, they're all pretty smart. But
absolutely. I think he's married to the blonde chick. actually, from the show.
Mhm.
Yeah.
One of them is, yeah.
But
And
that shit always cracked me up. He's like, you guys don't understand how difficult it was to get this shredded. Because like, it was all for a fucking 8-second joke. The commitment I did.
well, then he got fat for one too, right?
Yeah. He was like, I think he was doing a lot, multiple actors have done this, where like the best way to gain that much weight, like to get fat for a role, is they melt ice cream. They let ice cream melt into an actual liquid, and they drink it. Yeah, to gain weight and shit, or they blend up hamburgers. Because that's actually a lot of bodybuilders, like they cannot physically eat anymore. Like literally, like they're eating so many meals a day. Like I think like you would end up eating like a pound of meat per meal and stuff. Like even professional bodybuilders, like Ronnie Coleman got up to like I think 1.5 pounds per meal or 2 pounds per meal.
Okay.
Of like eventually like your jaws are just hurting from chewing meat and shit. That like they end up using like
it's like at that point maybe I shouldn't ingest this. Maybe
I
this is unhealthy.
280 pounds lean, nah. And the craziest thing is like, because like I'm going on this weight loss journey. Fuck man, like you're fatter than you think, without a doubt. Like if you think you're down, you're like, oh, I just need to lose 10 pounds. No, that's a lie. No, you probably need to lose 25 pounds to go look where you think you will lose 10 using 10 pounds.
Oh yeah, well, like
It's
what do you
insane.
call it? Yeah, like just in general, especially the taller that you are, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, well, yeah.
Well,
Proportionally,
just
yeah,
because like it's easier to put on weight, easier to take off weight. The taller, basically, the taller you are, right?
Yeah, I've been reading into some of the studies on people who've been using like, I guess it's really only technically for people who use Ozempic / like triceptide Mounjaro and stuff. So obviously, when retatrutide gets fully, because they already passed like third stage trials, that'll get passed. I think later this year, I think they might end up like it'll be a legal FDA drug, but some long-term users have been having problems with ferritin and iron in their blood.
What's ferritin?
So it's basically stuff to do with your blood. So basically, it's like vitamins and minerals that you get from red meat. Because a lot of yes, that's right.
I don't have that on my StreamYard, unfortunately.
I'll send it to you right now. I'll find it. I have it somewhere. DJ Khaled ain't bad no more. That shit is incredible. But basically, a lot of bodybuilders eat chicken and stuff like that. So basically, because it slows your digestion down, they're saying that like it's possible that some of the food is just getting like not getting completely digested and you're just shitting it out. But yeah, I haven't noticed people who I've known that on it, they're not really having like bowel movement problems really ever at all. But so I don't know what's going on with that. I think it's mostly people who are just doing the drug and then sitting at home doing nothing. A lot of that.
Oh, yeah, it's like, what do you call it? It's like, oh, this is a wonder drug. I'm just going to do this and it's going to make me skinny. It's like people are that retarded.
Skinny fat. Maybe.
Well, that's what I'm saying is people are that retarded. You know, like everybody's just looking for the easy way out. You know, not everybody, but I would say most Americans.
Most people. I mean, very soon this will be all across Europe, if it's not already, basically.
Oh no, yeah, I think it's actually a European product originally.
Really? Okay, because I know it's Eli Lilly, but I don't know if I know Eli Lilly created like retatrutide, but I'm not sure who made Ozempic originally.
I think the original like Ozempic was made some European country, and like then they were like shipping it to America or something like that, and then they couldn't sell. They couldn't They couldn't produce enough.
Do you know what sports movie is so good still to this day? It's incredible. The Sandlot.
I was gonna say I could name a few. Sandlot, I would say, is almost probably number one. Like Sandlot's just
so incredible,
dude. It's almost like the perfect movie. Like there's no part of the Sandlot where you're like, oh, you would change that or that's bad. You know, like
there's like almost no fat on it. It's so like perfect. Like my favorite part is when they're in the pool. I've been planning it for years.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
This magic moment, bro. You never see that shit in a movie, bro. I would literally, if that came in theaters, that movie would do $1 billion today if it came out.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, it'd be insane.
Yeah, but well, I don't even want to get into movies today because I was just like, I haven't seen a good one, like a really good one like that, right? Like we don't come out with bangers like that anymore. It's just like
Obsession was good. I mean, that's a good popcorn movie. Like people,
well, yeah, but it's not even close to the Sandlot, right?
Yeah, it's not Sandlot level, or like as much as people hate Tom Hanks, but like Forrest Gump's a great movie.
Forrest Gump is solid, hilarious and solid. I mean, even the original Toy Stories, like I guess Toy Story is actually the perfect one to use as an example for where movies have gone today, because the new ones, I haven't seen them all or whatever, but I've seen scenes or whatever here and there. They're not terrible, but like the first one was perfect, right? The second one was okay. And everything after that was just like every other movie today, which is just like scenes are good.
Right.
General arc is okay. And it's funny and has its moments and all stuff like that, but it's not a complete, I don't know, just like with Netflix, with YouTube, with all the like inundation of content people get in general. Right. I think people are more in it for like moments now than necessarily like the whole story. Like we've kind of talked about this with Rolo as well, which is like long form content on YouTube is harder to get a lot of attention than it used to be, simply because people's attention spans have shifted. But that's also partly not just because of people, because of the algo and what they want you to consume as well. I think there's a tweet earlier today that I saw. It was hilarious. It was like Obama's like ICE official got an award for taking out 900,000 illegal immigrants or whatever. And then Trump's, ICE agent or whatever, or ICE head person or whatever, is getting flack for all this stuff. And it's like, same fucking person, like
from Obama time. Yeah. Literally.
Yeah. It's literally just the media saying we like this guy because of the president or not. Right. It's like, has nothing to do with reality of anything. It's just like the media manipulation is just so extreme. And like we can see it with YouTube too. Like they change the algo or they adjust the algo. And they fuck with people's attention spans at the end of the day, because America's really, really content driven. So I think that's, long story short, right, just kind of fucked up movies. And it's done very, very good for serial episodes, like, TV shows and stuff. Like that's like the resurgence of episodic TV shows, in movie format, basically. I think that's gotten really good. That's probably the best content there is when it comes to like entertainment, but we digress.
I'm about to see Toy Story 5 in an hour.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I think that new one's out.
Quentin Tarantino actually said that like one of the best trilogies of all time is the first 3 like Toy Story movies. I was like, what? I mean, the first Toy Story movie is incredible. Absolutely.
No, the first Toy Story movie is like it's like a blueprint and like how to make a story.
Yeah.
It's really, really good.
Like it's so funny. He's like it is Donnie Elfman like kind of singing like a retard. And then he's like, to infinity and beyond, and then he fucking like he crashes and just like breaks his arm off and shit, and then he goes transgender. Like insane, dude.
I think I forget what the guy's name was, but the guy who did all the scores for Tim Burton movies, he's like in his 70s or something. He's like a rock artist now.
Really?
Yeah. Like it's just kind of I forgot his name, but hilarious.
Yeah, I think he was the same guy who did the music for the Lord of the Rings, and then he was like having like a mental breakdown or something. He's like, I am not good enough to score this movie and shit. He's like, well, the best composers are all dead, so all we got is you. Oh, inspiring words, inspiring.
So motivating. Nice.
But just so you guys know, Black Bull is like almost $500 million market cap now. Mm-hmm. It's probably topping out at $1 billion, just FYI, before there's a big like doink on it. And then we'll see from that's like gonna be the real test if it can like survive that 80% drop. It's probably going to like my guesstimation is probably it's going to crash down to like 241 million, somewhere around that market cap. So it's going to go to like, if it goes to 100, it's going to go like 24 cents in that range there. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of because what do you call it? Talking about the bottom being in, right?
Yeah.
With Black Bull and some coin, basically they timed that one very nice, because part of also the thing that's like allowing it to pump is that Bitcoin's not really dumping. Basically, I think we just closed the 6th green candle in a row on Bitcoin's daily chart. So Yeah, that's pretty nice. And so, what do you call it? We closed green on the last daily candle for Monday here. So Bitcoin has some pretty solid momentum here. I would say as long as, well, there's some technical levels it needs to hold above, but generally speaking, as long as it's like continuing its momentum here, my minimum target is 65K. But if for some reason Bitcoin starts going past, I would say like 67, then we start kind of questioning like, okay, like how low did we go already? And is the low in and stuff like that? Because right now, Bitcoin is coming down a little bit to 63K, but it's testing a long-term trend line. Basically, it broke out above there for the end of the last 60-day cycle, and then it went back below it. Now it's trying to hold that again. So like you really have this kind of tug of war in the 60Ks between the bears and the bulls. And it's like, if you can, by the end of July, get Bitcoin above 68K, the bulls are winning. The bears have to pull it below 60, right? And it's like that tug of war between there is really happening. And the only thing I've kind of seen on a fundamental level, because we haven't gotten a capitulation event, right? So the fact that we haven't got a capitulation event is like, okay, probably don't have a low in as of yet, but basically the sentiment is there. And then also the sentiment's already hit lows many, many times. We've seen some crash outs here and there, right? But in terms of, I would say like fundamental reasons for having a bottom in, the only thing that kind of it could give us a soft landing here and create a bottom in July for the 4-year cycle, because we are in the early parameters of that being the case. The only thing that I could see doing that would be if the Clarity Act passes in the next few weeks.
Yeah. I think we have until what, August 7th, right?
August 7th is when they go back on vacation. So that's literally 1 month from today.
Vacation.
Well, they go back to insider trading. My bad.
you know the big stock they've been buying recently? They've been a lot of the guys on the Republican side have been buying a ton of like Chevron stock recently. A lot of Republicans. I don't know what's going on. Something's happening there.
I mean, oil's never a bad play, right?
That's right.
Yeah. And so what's the Clarity Act look like right now? Basically, they're not getting back even from their current break until the 13th, because they went on break for the 4th of July. They're coming back next week on the 13th. And on the 17th, which is the day we go on Fresh and Fit for the Friday stream. Try saying that 10 times fast. But like when we're going on that, that'll be on the evening of the 17th, and then the 10 a.m. Eastern on the 17th. That's when the Senate actually has an official hearing scheduled for the Clarity Act. It doesn't necessarily mean they're going to vote on the final text that day, but they're going to talk about it basically in front of the whole Senate. So
right,
I could see today is the 6th. I could see us going up the next 1 week to 10 days, and people will be like, why are we going up? Why are we going up? And it's like, to be honest, when you look at the chart, you're like, okay, I know there's a lot of insider trading in crypto, but my God, in Washington, the amount of insider trading and talking about stuff before things are in the press is fucking insane. So the amount of rats in Washington is more than in all the sewers of New York City. I guarantee it. And so what I would suspect to see in price action is if we're going up, we shouldn't be going up in price over the next 10 days, and we shouldn't be passing 67,000. But if those two things happen, that shows us, one, the bulls, like I said before, are very much in control. And two, probably there's a lot of insider trading going on. A lot of people in Washington basically being like, hey, I'm bullish on Bitcoin now. And I guess the only excuse that Trump has kind of given them in terms of news on the fundamental side has been, oh, yeah, we might consider it, boosting up. We might consider actually buying some Bitcoin instead of seizing it, stealing it from people, right? We're going to do that. And even just him considering that has also been an excuse for boosting up price basically too, because Michael Saylor this morning sold $200 million of Bitcoin. And we saw a fucking crazy red on the charts down to 61K. I was like, oh shit, if this persists throughout the whole day, we're just going to roll over and we'll be back at 58K in like the next couple of days. But then the exact opposite happened. That whole thing got bought back up. I think I saw somebody on Twitter with like the tinfoil hat theory of being like, oh, it's Michael Saylor's like, what do you call it? Sacrifice to the government for them being able to buy some cheap Bitcoin off him or something. Like, obviously that's not going to be the case, right? Because he'd sell to them OTC or something. But I'm just like, man, like Michael Saylor sells $200 million of Bitcoin and we pump, like there's got to be some headway going on in the background that people just aren't talking about all that much.
Right. I mean, it's I don't know, man. I've been on this conspiracy theory kind of like rabbit hole for a minute, a crypto conspiracy theory, right? I'm starting to lean very much towards like, yeah, like probably, I mean, there's a lot of military intelligence and high brass people as board of directors in Saylor's MicroStrategy, especially back in the 2010s and the early 2000s. A lot of that. So like, who the hell knows? I mean, like saying Saylor is like a government plant in a way. It's not. It might not be wrong. It might not be wrong. So who knows? Who knows? Who knows? I mean, it's like, all right, we need to get strategic Bitcoin reserve, but we can't be seen buying it ourselves.
Right. Yeah, I mean, that wouldn't be too surprising to hear down the line.
Because like the amount of money that's owed by the United States is so large that even if let's just say they bought the same amount of Saylor, it really wouldn't make a dent it wouldn't really make much of a dent. It's a rounding error, right? But you have that on the stock market and stuff. I mean, that's much smaller, and it's not, it just kind of like gives more of an element for markets, because if the stock market's pumping, the United States' credit line doesn't disappear. Basically, the higher the S&P goes, you got more people that take profits. They'll buy some bonds. It's part of this trifecta strategy where the stock market does good, people buy bonds. Bonds allow us to like basically keep rehypothecating our debt. Crypto keeps going up. The amount of stablecoins that enter the space, every stablecoin is backed. That's central. I mean, that's like U.S. accepted as well as like MiCA accepted in a weird way. That's kind of more of a European thing. But most stablecoins are basically going to be backed by government treasuries essentially, right? So like if that grows by another $4 trillion, over I don't know how many years, 10 years or more or something like that, right? That's $4 more trillion of U.S. debt that's being bought, and that earns a decent income as well. I mean, it's interesting. And like I've said, like the global citizen of the planet is buying if the countries don't want to buy the debt, their citizens will, in a way. And then crypto is also a great way where like you're essentially dumping your local currency. I could tell because I've had some comments on some reels that I've done where like I could tell people really don't understand how this shit works. Like at no point did I not say that you can't buy crypto in your native currency.
Right.
When it's traded internationally, what are you trading? You're not trading it in the yen, dog. You're not.
Dude, the EUR XBT, brah, like the Euro stable coin, man. That's where it's at.
I'm actually shocked that the XRP didn't pump more. I didn't really pump much. It got a MiCA license, which is pretty good. So I was like, all right, hey, not bad. But I thought it'd at least go up a couple cents or something on that, but it's pretty much still pretty flat right now.
Yeah, all the founders were selling off during that news. They had to pay rent.
That's a lot of rent.
Oh yeah, for the 20 houses in Australia.
Yeah, a lot of guys buy real estate in Australia, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, even Sterling was saying it's like a police state, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's a shout to Sterling, but yeah, Australia is kind of fucked, bros. It's kind of a Chinese police state. It's kind of insane.
It's been like that. I mean, COVID really showed that a lot.
Yeah.
But this is an interesting idea here from Chepe, right? Because one thing Saylor said earlier this year is he says, I sell 1 Bitcoin, I buy 20 more. And now obviously, he's known for hyperbole. He, on the sell of he sold like 32 Bitcoin or something like that, like a few weeks ago. I think it was the early part of June. When he sold that, he did end up buying 10 times more Bitcoin. And then I think that the stuff he sold this morning was pretty much all of that. So like now he has to buy 10 to 20 times more than what he sold. So he has to buy like $2 to $4 billion worth of Bitcoin if he's, going to keep, his word on that. But yeah, I think the amount of trolling I've seen on Sailor, not only today, but just over the last 1 week has been pretty heavy. Everybody's just like, yeah, this man's fucking snake oil salesman lying through his teeth. And I'm like, okay, like a lot of the hate towards Trump, towards Sailor and all this stuff just shows like sentiment of like, okay, people are like choosing an enemy basically, or somebody to blame the bear market on, or to like basically just hiss at until the market turns around, right? Because once the market goes green, everybody's like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, it's all good. Yeah, that was some bullshit, but like I don't know, like I don't like what we kind of hypothesized about this in some previous streams. Like CZ wants to try to pin the tail on the donkey on hype for the bear market to try to make them look better, take out them as competition. Europe, basically took Tether out of the game on that side, on the legal side in Europe. But like USDC, has some competition with OpenUSD, but then that's like a Libra project. So it's like, I don't know, man, this bear market is kind of funny, and just like they're all the ingredients for what we usually see, which is one or two evil, clearly terrible companies, people, whatever, that they can put the blame on for the whole bear market, just get people really angry at as prices dumping, and then have some sort of capitulation event. Like we're just not seeing that this time around. Like the candidates are there, I guess you could say, in terms of who they might try to make look bad or whatever, but it's not necessarily going to cause people to sell their crypto, especially if the Clarity Act passes. So they could try to make Trump look as bad as he wants with how much money he's made in crypto, but I don't think that's going to make people sell Bitcoin. I mean, that's just an advertisement for, hey, get into crypto. I don't know. I just like, I'm trying to think of any other scenarios or people, or like clearly, because all the stuff that they try to find that's like illegal and say, hey, this is why crypto is bad. It's like some shitty ass little company nobody gives a fuck about.
Yeah. I mean, the recent bull market did not excuse Alex Mashinsky of his crap. Well,
no, everybody's still like, Mashinsky is like banned from markets. He's like on the outs. I think he's still in prison. I don't think people forget about those things. I think they just, they move past it.
A ton of players do illegal shit, but if they don't go down, then they keep going. Like the thing is, if Republicans win, right? Let's say the next presidency, nothing will happen to Trump at all. Like, I mean, dead serious about that. Like, 'cause it just doesn't look good going against the president and stuff. And like Sailor, if Sailor doesn't blow up, then he's gonna be like hailed. Like I promise you, like 2 years from now or a year from now, when BTC is back up of 100 grand, they're gonna have him on Forbes like this in a suit, holding his Bitcoin tie. They're having some heroic pose. Just watch. We'll come back to this. He's gonna be on covers of magazine looking like the Chad. Sailors, like they'll have him. I swear they're gonna have a picture of him crossing the fucking Delaware River and shit, like fucking like Washington on the head of a boat like this, doing some bullshit when he's like 100 billion. You already know it too. Charlie knows it too.
I had a little Red Bull going down the wrong pipe, but like the fucking hilarious thing is, as soon as Sailor ever is put on like the front of Forbes magazine or anything, bro, run. Like it's like, oh my god, bro. Like that's
30 or 30 under 30. Just run away. Just don't accept.
6 months within the next 3 to 6 months after that is just profit taking in a speculative bull market. Like this would be what, like early 29, late 28, something like that. Like, oh my god, like the man who, withstood the bear market, like basically bought up all this Bitcoin.
Right.
I don't know. Anybody who lands on the Forbes magazine always ends up in some shit.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Cover of Times. Well, sometimes. That one's sometimes, but like, yeah, it's pretty bad, man. I mean, it's didn't they do one for Sam Bankman-Fried at one point in time?
Yeah. The Elizabeth Holmes.
Yeah, Theranos or whatever the fuck it's called.
Theranos lady, yeah. I could probably just look them up and like put them on screen, but like I always see memes of like the Forbes magazine don't miss.
Charlie Miguel, the CMC's been so successful. You want to go on the cover? I don't know.
Like we were just asked to be on Forbes, guys. Sell.
We're gonna do it for the memes, but sell.
Yeah, exactly right. We would definitely do it for the memes. This is an interesting question from Ned. So thinking about the FUD and the negative sentiment that's out there and stuff, I'm not sure what he defines as a faker, but I mean, there's some people who like say, "Oh, something happened. You know, this is why I'm away in this bear market," stuff like that. Or there's people who like Sailor will say like, "Hey, you buy Bitcoin and don't sell it," but I never said I wouldn't sell. Like so. There's different definitions, I guess, of bullshit, in the market. But yeah, who's some of the one of the bigger bullshitters, I guess you could say, that you've seen out there recently that either is popular, not popular, or not well known or not well known. It's just interesting stories.
Fakers, man. I mean, Arthur Hayes. Jesus Christ, man.
Arthur Hayes is great at it.
No, I know he's the GOAT at it, but like it's terrible. I mean, he's talking his bag, and then once he's out, he's like, "Hey, that shit is bullshit." I know I was talking some good shit a minute ago, but man, it's not even some story of like, "Hey, you guys, I sold my bag because I found some crazy shit out." Okay, respect on that. If he was like, "Hey, I was cool. I met the CEO. He was literally a retard. I sold my shit. Like I've sold it. I've lost all confidence in the business. I met this guy. He didn't know anything about AI at all." I literally sold my coins that day. Okay, fair enough, right? But no, it's just like, nah, I made 40% or 60% of my investment. I'm out. And then goes on a media run fucking saying how stupid you guys are to buying Near protocol. Like, motherfucker. I know I was hyping Hyperliquid up, but nah, that shit is gonna get cooked. So I'm out. Fuck, man. Fuck. That's a big one. This is on a very small scale, and I like the guy, but man, this was very, very stupid of him. Razmir, right? He's one of the Zoomer. He's one of the Zoomer guys out here. There's really like the last cycle had like two guys kind of like bubble up in the crypto space. Usually in a typical bear market like in a typical bull run like 2017 or 21, you have a lot of like that generation of people. You have quite a few people that blow up and become really famous, like Richard Hart and like Kobe, and there's a ton of people from 17 and they stayed pretty relatively famous into the next cycle. But in this cycle, we had like Thread Guy and Razmir, and that's it basically. In terms of Gen Z, you had a couple millennial guys, but not that many, right? Where Razmir admitted on stream that back when his channel was a little smaller, he used to do like, let's make up some coins, and I bet you I make them up, they're going to be real coins. He'll be like Doge Bonk versus Baby Doge, right? And then what he would do is like he would do these comparison videos, and then he started noticing like, yo, these coins are moving quite a lot. He's like, holy shit. So then he said this on stream, he admitted it. He was like, this is what back when I didn't have much money. Like he's like, yeah, I'd put about like $5,000-$10,000 into like both coins on a different wallet, and then I'd make my video, and then when they would go up, I'd sell them, and I'd pocket like $3,000 of profit. And I did this a bunch of times to scrape money together and stuff like that. And then he was like, dog, literally admitting crime on camera is retarded. He got pretty flamed, like pretty badly on Twitter on the last couple days. They've been on his ass, bro, really bad. And now they're doing this Jewish guy. I think he's Jewish. I'm not sure, but like they're shitting on him pretty badly right now. Kind of like it does sound pretty shitty, but also like he was much younger too, and he was like there's $3,000, but it's just like who knows, like what level of is he at? What's he doing now? Who knows?
It's a dirty game.
It's kind of a bad move,
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, Richard Hart on Forbes magazine, though. that'd be something.
Fuck, man. I'd sell 80% of the bag that day, bro.
95% of the bag that
no. Well, sometimes when they go,
I'm just
still run for a little bit. Yeah.
No. I'm just being a little extra on that, but like, yeah.
But I feel you on that.
I'd be like, run.
Yeah. Not great. Not great.
Yeah, Rapid says, would you guys consider the Clarity Act not passing this summer as a catalyst for the last big dump of the bear market? It could be part of the dominoes. Yes, I think it could be part of the dominoes either way, right? If it passes, does that mean trillions of dollars is going to come in tomorrow, like Kevin O'Leary said? No, right? It'll be over the course of the next 1 year, and a year from now will be where most of that money comes into the market. But Clarity Act passing, especially the rumor of it doing well and stuff like that, will just cause price to be bought up more than it would otherwise. So there's that. But in terms of like dumping, yeah, I mean, right now, since we're in a bear market, there doesn't need to be too much excuse for price to turn over. So yeah, if Clarity Act doesn't pass in August, they're just going to keep kicking the can down the road. Okay, we'll come back and we'll talk about it again at the end of September or whatever the fuck, right? And then there was some guy on Bloomberg that was saying if they can't pass it through or whatever, they can just make an executive order of it, and then they just have to change that into law or something like that by the time the next administration came in or something. So that's like they have kind of every move in the book that they could try to do. But yeah, no, Clarity Act, I would say for this month, that is one of the bigger things because Kevin Warsh is only going to be speaking for inflation like in the middle of the month a little bit, and then the FOMC meeting's not till the very, very end of July. So I think that'll have a little bit more effect on August. But I think it's the people's odds of a rate hike coming in this year has also lowered quite a bit. So
yeah, I mean that task force that they created is basically like without saying so basically the Fed has essentially increased their acceptable rate of inflation from like 2% to like 3%. Basically, he's like, if it's 2.9, it's like I only care about the number on the left. The numbers on the right don't matter. So so now we don't have to have a strict 2%. We can have 3%, and then the task force, they're trying to get more real time data. Another big part they're trying to work. I mean, the thing is about that real time data is that they're obviously going to cook the data so it looks better because they need to lower rates now. Like I've said this before, real estate is the big sector in the economy. They've squeezed all the money, all the fast money that was made from real estate and crypto and equities and equities has continued to pump. So that's one saving grace for a lot of people. But they sucked almost all the COVID money, all the stimmy money, all the CCP loans and stuff like that, all the PPP loans. I mean, actually there was a lot of Chinese loans too that came out, but like all that money's already been absorbed and has been taken out of the economy effectively. And real estate's like that sector where Main Street can get kind of like flush again with cash. And there's a lot of boomers that need to sell. They need liquidity. The reason they're going to pump real estate, and Trump even said it himself. He's like, I want real estate to go up. They need an upwards trajectory market so people can basically sell. So like I need the coin to pump, not so I sell at the all-time high. So there's enough liquidity for me to sell my properties at the time. So like the great distribution's happening, and those properties are being sold. I mean, it's crazy. And like the literally right now, the rich are still doing really well. Like the most expensive properties in Las Vegas are up 13% this year.
When you got limited supply, man, right?
Yeah.
Good thing.
So yeah, the goalpost has been moved. And the CPI has always been bullshit anyway, especially like it used to be a 2-year average, down to 1-year average. And that wasn't done under Trump. That was done under what's his name? Biden, actually. It's kind of crazy how little presidents even though like I'm 35, I'm like I think of what Bush, because I don't remember Clinton at all, really much at all. But like Bush Jr.
Yeah, all I remember about Clinton was like when he was president, I think there's like the Oklahoma City bombing happened and all that stuff. But then there's a lot of like I just remember watching the news as a kid, and there was like always something about Bosnia or Israel and Palestine, and I'm like,
so nothing's changed.
Nothing has changed, bro. Nothing has changed. It's like whatever's moved from like one Middle Eastern country's moved to another, but it's just like. I'm like, why are these people so mad at each other? Like, like now, obviously we know the history behind it compared to when we were younger, but like, I'm just like, man, like the Middle East is just one of those places. It's just like, oh my God, no matter who's in charge, it's always been a shit show. What were you saying about other presidents?
I mean, then Obama again, and then Obama again. No, then Trump, then Obama again.
There you go.
This one's an interesting because usually you have them back to back, where you have a Jimmy Carter situation, and then it's just like reshuffle the board again, and it just goes on again. But like, we'll see what happens. I mean, we could very well just have one more Republican president, and then it goes back to Democrat again, possibly. But like,
I think the stat, what was it? I saw something the other day. It was like the amount of flip flopping between parties in the recent like elections has been the most times it's gone from like non-consecutive one to the other, or something like that. And it's like tied for the longest streak in American history. So basically just means Americans can't make up their goddamn mind. No. Or just means they hate both parties, suck balls, and like we just get sick of each one after 4 years.
It's slim pickings, bro. It's slim pickings out here, bro.
I know.
The boomers don't know what to do because all their candidates of their own age, they're done already. I mean, this is probably the last boomer president.
I think Mitch McConnell's like being left on life support so that he doesn't have to like get challenged for midterms. Like, bro, like it's bad out here for some of those guys.
His wife allegedly ran off to China.
I saw that dude.
I was like,
that's
what?
Insane.
Bro, people thought I was crazy when I said this, that China was a pump and dump. It is. That's what they did.
Yeah.
Like it's just coming to roost now and stuff like that. The Chinese president, I was about to say CZ's name. Wait. But Mao, or not Mao. Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
But basically, he just said that you shouldn't be speculating on real estate. But they tied sexual access to real estate.
Yep.
Like in the markets. My son owns 2 swanky luxury apartments in the middle of Shang province in bumfuck nowhere, next to the fake Paris,
and nobody lives in that whole building.
Yeah, no one lives in the whole building, and it's made of like a styrofoam cardboard, basically. But that's literally what it is. The reason the real estate always goes bananas everywhere, right? The reason it went crazy is they tied sexual access to marriage to real estate properties, and China's going through a huge crisis right now because they're having an extraordinarily large amount of people graduate college, and they're doing nothing. I think one of the most successful students of all time. I'm talking about where like he went to like multiple colleges, like multiple bachelor's degrees, multiple master's degree, PhD. He was 38. He's literally working full time as essentially their version of an Uber driver. And like he's like filming his entire story. Like I'm talking about, he's like in terms of like their test, right? Like if you score above, like I don't know the exact parameters, but you know how like an 1800 SAT score is like fucking perfect, a perfect score. He scored like 700 out of 750, and their test is way harder than ours. And he's a fucking pizza boy. He's a pizza boy.
When you get a lot of competition, there ain't as many slots, right?
Yeah. I may have this number wrong, but I think this year 18 million people graduated with like bachelor's degrees and above in China. It's worthless now.
Yeah, well, you basically have to. It's what do you call it? It's the same as like a lot of corporations. It's like move up or move out, and it's like okay, if like there's so many people at the same level, it's like the only way for you then to take your skill set and succeed with that. Right. Because I mean that's a lot of highly educated people, right?
No,
a
of
lot
course.
Of people,
and that's actually how revolutions start. Is like you have a very large portion. Revolutions are not the revolutions are led by basically extremely competent, like educated people that basically says, "What the fuck? I did everything right. I got my bachelor's and master's degree, and where's my job? I should be I was promised prosperity. I did all the hard work. What the fuck?" And those are the people who actually go in like that. Actually, when those people get mad enough. They become the leaders in a lot of the revolutions that happen, and then for better or for worse, usually for worse.
Exactly.
But usually for worse.
And or a good portion of them leave, go to other countries. I mean, China's known very well for that. and prosper there. And then, I mean, some of those people, I guess, you'll still stay as assets to the state. And there was a mayor in California that was like still linked to the CCP and shit like that. So like, I don't know, like pushing the web out. Like if China itself were to that's the problem with China, right? If they were to like use all that manpower and be like, okay, we're going to use this force for good instead of it having it turn in on itself, we can basically take over the world with that to some extent. But as soon as most Chinese people leave the country, they're like, oh yeah, like get me all my family and my money out of there, and like I'll rather live over here, basically. So yeah, they don't tend to stay too loyal after they've been out unless they're getting paid quite a bit. So yeah, that China's an interesting situation because it's like very much like a paper tiger, but I think their real estate right now is like back to the same level it was 20 years ago. In the last since COVID, they basically erased all gains in their real estate market that had been made over that 20 years.
So, and then basically that's why, like he said, speculating on real estate's stupid and stuff. It doesn't matter, but they sure pocketed all the profits from the real estate. So thank you for 20 years of appreciation. I appreciate it.
20-year Ponzi.
20-year Ponzi, man. And now they're running the same game. And now I'm trying to think who's pushing this whole like India push, right? It's boomers, but it's really being head up by Xers now. So I wonder what country us millennials are going to be Ponziing up on the next one. I wonder. But right now, India's the big push. They're pushing India hard, and obviously, it took 70s. I think we said 50 years to get to this point, but really it was 40 years for them to hit their peak, which was in the the housing crisis or during the housing boom. Was their peak essentially? So 40 years. So India's going to take 20. It's just faster now. It's just going to be faster. But it's going to be a huge. The wealth growth in India is going to be crazy over the next 20 years. But it's also going to lead in disaster because their birth rate is starting to collapse as well. Mexico's is barely above replacement right now. It's just they have a very young population right now. Same thing with India. But that's also the problem is that in 20 years, all those people who are 18 to 25, they're now in their 40s, and they're very skilled, highly skilled labor, very good, extremely good. But then they only have another 15 years before, okay, where's the next crop? Oh, wow, it's hella smaller. Shit.
Right.
Yeah, and you end up in some problems after that. But, man, you have a nice 25-year run. Oh, man. And then I think I talked about this on I'm not sure if you were on the show. I think I mentioned it on your show, actually, that Mexico now has moved into being able to do the same thing that the Federal Reserve does in the United States. They can now print the peso to buy their own debt now.
Okay.
They're not going to do that. I was shocked they couldn't do that, but they were like, yeah, they're now basically going to buy up. They're basically the peso is too strong comparatively. It's roughly $1 equals 17 pesos. They're probably trying to weaken it to 22 pesos or 25 pesos per dollar because now because a lot of manufacturing moved from the United States to Mexico, and a lot from China kind of coming over here, especially from the automotive industry. They're trying to weaken the peso in order to basically increase exports, basically, right? So if they're going to buy their own debt and weaken their own currency, asset prices in Mexico are going to fucking explode. So their stock market, I would say the real estate market is probably going to be the first one that really boom up. So properties down there in Cabo, Puerto Vallarta, certain parts of Tijuana, Mexico City, Guadalajara, the big central hubs and the really nice ports and stuff and the really nice beach towns in Cabo are going to go like this. Yeah. You're about to, if you own real estate in in a vacation spot in Mexico, you're about to make some money. Those properties are going to double and triple. It's crazy. I knew Hispanic guys that worked with for my father and my uncles and stuff. They actually own a couple spots out there. They bought them for $20 grand. 20 grand, because 20 grand is a lot of money back then. That. And today, those properties, I don't think they're worth more than 50, but they've done well with the properties and they're renting them out. That's good. They're gonna have a nice little nest egg in 20 years. They'll be able to sell those off probably for $200,000-$300,000 that they spent 20 grand for. Hey, that's a nice come up.
Outpaces inflation. That's nice.
That's not bad. Yeah. Or you have a spot to just chill out and own a bar. Wasn't that the whole thing about Bad Santa that he was he just wants to open a bar by the beach?
Oh, really? Yeah. That was a good movie too. man, if we could just get a movie about that good into the theaters, I'd go to that shit. Like that.
It's crazy how he looks the same. He's way older now, but he looks almost
Billy
the
Bob
same.
Thornton hasn't aged since like 1995.
Remember when he was like fucking Angelina Jolie?
Yeah,
fucking wild, bro. That was
it looks exactly the same as back then too.
Yeah, it was crazy, man. And now he's got one of the biggest shows in the world right now. He's got Landman. Incredible.
Yeah, Landman. I saw the beginning of that. I haven't watched it recently, but yeah, the setup was pretty good.
Yeah, Landman's really good. They need to tone the wife and the daughter down a little bit. It's a little much sometimes, but besides that, that's pretty. It's better than Yellowstone for sure.
It's like all the what do you call it, ex-wife jokes that you've ever heard from somebody in Texas, probably all compilated into like a few episodes.
Yeah. And also the guy who used to play Mad Men, I think like with Don Draper, that guy who played Don Draper, he's in there. He's like the main boss. Incredible, but like he died already in the show. But
oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah, he dies pretty soon. In the same season, he's pretty much like.
Okay, yeah, I never finished the first one, so
yeah.
Spoiler alert! What, did he blow himself up or something?
No, he was already sick. He basically had like really bad, like his heart was bad. He just had high blood pressure.
Oh,
yeah,
lame.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, you're like the certain jobs that have so much pressure. Like you just have so much shit going down, and you're taking big bets and stuff. But man, he's such a great actor. Like one of my favorite shows of all time is Mad Men. Some episodes like really droll on, but it's like so like. I think that's the reason why it's like we're nostalgic, and the reason some movies can't be made is because we really can't recreate the look of the 70s truly anymore, or the 90s. Like if you see the Sandlot, if someone made that today, you know how difficult it would be, because it's like they have the Dodger Stadium looking like the Dodger Stadium from back then, with all those people. And if you look at the crowd, it's all a white crowd basically, which is hilarious. And, it's I think you could mostly recreate it. It's just those scenes would be very difficult, basically.
Yeah, Angels in the Outfield was a couple tiers lower, but still a good movie.
Was that the one where like there's ghosts and they come to play?
Yeah, it was like all the Angels were helping because it was like the Anaheim Angels are so fucking bad, right? That they basically need God and angels to help them win or something like that. I
remember it's like all of heaven is like losing their shit. They want to play down here. We've been holding God back because he wants to come down here and play. I was like, what? I thought that line was wild. But we're gonna have a good movie. I think we're gonna have the resurrection of Christ this year, at the end of the year.
Is that the next Mel Gibson one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, interesting.
So we have some good movies, and we're gonna have like the return of Brendan Fraser and The Mummy as well.
That'd be good. Yeah, Mummy is always a solid, like, good popcorn movie. Even though, like, that one you expect to be bad too.
Yeah, a little. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, it's just more of a nostalgia show. You're gonna see everyone's back, like all the characters are back, which is really good and stuff like that. But the movie and also I think Dune Part 3 comes out as well. So there's actually some fucking really good movies at the end of the year. I don't know why people like. I think I told people I watched this movie called The Mummy. There's like this horror movie Mummy. It is so fucking good. But people, like, for some reason, it just flopped really bad. But that fucking movie was so good. Like, I was so surprised of that Mummy movie that came out this year. It was so good. Like, I really recommend you guys watch it. It's a great horror flick.
Yeah, right now the stuff that gets popular isn't necessarily because it's good, right? Yeah. Like, it's because it goes viral.
Yeah, that's true. Absolutely.
It's kind of gay. But it is what it is. It's the world we live in.
But Charlie, it's the bottom in.
Well, so like I said before, right? I said if Clarity Act gets passed and you see a lot of money funneling in through the Bitcoin ETFs and stuff, it could be, but we're missing one key component, which is that capitulation phase, plus I would say some companies going bankrupt, going under, some big, crypto name tied to some of that, something like that. Basically, those are the aspects we're missing. The sentiment aspects we do have. Some of the fundamental aspects we would have if Clarity Act gets passed. So the way that I'm looking at it is, I think this month in July, maybe going into the first week of August, if we don't hit a new low, which would be like 57K or below, then if Clarity Act passes and we start seeing these positive things, and we start going above, I would say 68K going into August. If that kind of starts happening, that's what I would see for the current low. I give that about a 20% chance currently. And then I would say we're probably more likely to get somewhere from a late September to a late November low. It's a little bit of a wider band, but that would be the next low area. So I'm not meaning like we're dumping that whole time, but just be within that area we find a low. So, and I'm more looking at the time-based low than I am the price-based low, because I think everybody's expectations of hitting certain prices doesn't need to happen, basically. Mm-hmm. So, and a lot of the times after a low is in, people kind of justify, reasons for that being. So I kind of see that second area as being the most likely area for the low, but I'd be happy if the low is in now, because there's so many people who don't believe it. We'd probably continue to get a lot of chop between now and Q4. Yeah. Between let's say 58 to low 70s, basically. We probably chop in that area quite a long time, and the more that happens, and that you can't break below 60 or whatever, the better that is for long-term DCAers and people who are buying consistently. So if it does happen, kind of like you're saying, and we got a low within this month, or we already have the low in, and then clarity takes us out and we're good, like I don't think we're going to pump so hard immediately. It still gives a lot of people time to basically buy, which would be kind of the best case scenario. And usually you don't get best case scenario for buyers, but then at the same time, most people aren't buyers right now, except for the people who are in the Moongang. The Moongang definitely does purchase at these moments of time, and I know a lot of you guys have been DCAing. You can get your bags. One of the memes I show during my show every week is basically saying, hey, how far along are you in this bear market towards your goal? Because time's ticking, basically. And that's kind of the way that I'm looking at it right now. But from your perspective, like, what would you give it a percentage shot of the low being in already, or what do you think?
It's getting higher. I mean, it's probably closer to because we retested 59 3 times already. If we do retest 59 again, well, technically we actually went lower. What am I talking about? We actually went down to 57, 58 last time.
Yeah, almost 57.
Almost 57, yeah. So we went down that low and stuff like that. So it would have to keep testing. I mean, it's just if we were to drop down again, I mean, it'd be hard to go down to that level again, or even if it just, because it just seems like we're scraping 1,000 every time we go down a little lower, like $1,000 lower. So it's like the giant,
or we just have to get something so crazy we didn't see it coming, right? Like we've been talking about, okay, it could be this, it could be that. It's it's like you're in a haunted house and you don't know which door the crazy, the grand finale is going to pop out of, right? It's like there's that element of surprise too to the market, that we could just see something come totally out of left field to make a capitulation move down to 55K Bitcoin or something.
Yeah. I mean, I'm giving it a 70% chance it's not in, but I think 30% chance it's in, but this is why we've started the DCAs already. We've told people when to, this is why I was telling people just don't buy anything. When we were pumping up to the mid 80s, low 80s range for BTC earlier in the year, I told everyone, lower, if you're going to DCA, lower it to 25% of what you're DCAing, or go just DCA all into cash or into stables right now. And then when we crashed down to the 60s and below, that's what I was like, all right, those stables you saved up, start chucking them into the market. And we were able to buy Arrow pretty cheap, and even when it was in the 40s, you're in profit right now.
Arrow's doing really well. It's, I think, moving past 56 cents. Yeah, it's at 58 cents right now. If Bitcoin continues green this week, I'll show you a little bit later on the charts, but Ethereum, Sol, Arrow, they all have Bitcoin even too, all have buy confirmation signals on their weekly charts. So the market's trying to pump, but we need follow through.
Yeah, we definitely do. Yeah, it's just it's probably going to be what'll probably make the bottom is probably the Clarity Act not getting passed on the 7th, and that's probably what's going to like start the downslope, and that'll probably be that's more than likely what I think is actually because like what else is there? You got like this the market is trying to FUD, like the Sailor's not getting liquidated. They're not. They're just he's absolutely not. Like at 58K, they had $49 billion in BTC. Right now they're in the mid 50s right now because they're at $63,000 per Bitcoin right now. They're fine. They have $5.2 billion in debt from Stretch. Like, and then Tom Lee even has more cash on hand. Like they have a ton of cash on the balance sheet. On top of that, their debt's nowhere near because their version of Stretch is nowhere near the level of like Stretch is. Like I doubt they're even at $1 billion of debt. Neither one is getting liquidated. That's just not happening. And they could just liquidate some BTC and then that's it. I mean, they're fine. They're not going anywhere. There's just FUD events in order to try to push the Bitcoin price lower so they can accumulate. Of course, right? Besides that, so like it's really the Clarity Act. Like if the Clarity Act passes, yeah, like we're pumping, and then the bottom was, and then people are going to say like, you see, I told you the bottom was in. You should have bought. And you know, we did tell you guys to buy at 59 and you know DC at these parts, and so this is why I'm still DCing right now. I'm still DCing right now. I still have quite a bit of stables, but like I'm still DCing. But if we do get the event where like it gets kicked down the road and we don't get it on August 7th, that'll cause a nice little downwards effect, another chance to really buy low, and then it's just inching forward because it's like the bottom has to be in, kind of like how you said, Charlie, by like November. It has to be in by that point, and it could just be a system of we keep just dropping to the mid 50s, and that's where the bottom was. And then you'd end up being like, oh, you had 14, no, not 14. Okay, that's a lot. But like you had 7 chances to buy below $60,000. Did you take any of them? If not, you should take the CMC because we did.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
Don't miss that Q3, bro. It's going to be spike. Because either way, either we're buying the bottom or we're going to make some fucking nice profits. Like it's just either way, we're making money later or we're making money now. That's it. Yep. Like that's literally, there's like, it's no lose basically. Except for the people leverage trading on Hyperliquid. Besides them.
Yep, 100%. Which reminds me, let me share my screen here with you fellas.
Yeah, we're eating good on Arrow. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, Arrow's doing really good.
The pools are making nice yield. I'm making nice yield on Arrow right now, you guys. For those who know, it's a crash out course.
Yeah, which just reminds me here, if you go to cryptomindsetcourse.com, you'll see that the Crypto Mindset course is live this Friday in 4 freaking days, man. 4
Is it really
days.
4 days?
4 days.
4 damn dog.
4 days.
Don DeMarco.
Yep. What's that phrase on the side mirror? It's like things in your mirror may be closer than they appear, or something like that. End of the bear market may be closer than it appears. Frickin' the Crypto Mindset course for Q3 is probably closer than it appears as well, right? So yeah, we placed this here on July 10th to come out, so that way we'd get you guys really paying attention for the second half of the year. I do think July is a pretty pivotal month for the rest of the year, so we'll have July, August, and September basically to be helping you guys out in here. So if you go to cryptomindsetcourse.com, put in your best email address here, click to sign up. You'll get, you'll be able to click to sign up for free. And then on the 10th, which is Friday, you get an email making sure that you basically don't miss out. So this is the time to make sure that you come over here and do that. Also, if you want to prepare for the Crypto Mindset course in advance and join the Moon Gang ahead of time this week, I would say definitely jump over here into the Citadel. It's a good partner chat, essentially, to talk to the different Crypto Mindset course alumni and people who've been active during this bear market. So go over to cryptomindsetcourse.com and cultivatecrypto.com/shop and jump into the Citadel. Regarding those two things, Miguel, is there anything else you wanted to mention?
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to time this before before the end of the sales, but I do want to have that webinar. So I'm having a webinar in the Citadel. It's also going to be given to the crypto mindset, the current crypto mindset course. That's going to be like the peptide webinar and basically all the stuff I can't talk about on YouTube webinar. It's going to be really fun when people have been requesting it for a long time, and I've like tried quite a lot of things from the copper peptide and BPC 157 and all these other peptides I've tried, and which ones have worked and which ones have been kind of a big problem. Like you shouldn't probably try them and everything else in between. I've kind of over the last 6 months have been kind of a guinea pig to myself. I've injected myself quite a many times over the last year to like 6 months basically. So and everything else in between as well. Oh, the hell! The screen went kind of blank. Ray, I lagged. Oh, I think I lagged out.
Oh, no, I heard you. I was just grabbing something from the fridge real quick.
Oh, okay. Just because I saw the screen go black. But yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it must have been on my side. But yeah, we definitely have the Citadel access and stuff like that. But also one thing that we've added, because through popular demand, people have been asking us for years, we have the Citadel 1 year, 3 year, and 5 year. We've added these groups as people who wanted like different options in terms of like, getting ready for the CMC. For people who get into the 1 year Citadel annual, you get to use your $600 discount all in one shot right away, or break it up into $300 chunks, however you like it. You basically save $25 comparatively to buying it in a month at a time. And people really like this option because, hey, I don't got to worry about it for a whole year. I'm locked in. It's really a great option. But of course, the longer, if you get into the 3 year, this is where things get really spicy. I think it's the 5 year. But
yeah, 3 year.
Okay, we'll put it up right now. The Citadel 3 years where it gets really interesting, because these prices are not going to stay here. These are just like the starting prices are going to go up. But basically, when you buy the Citadel 3 year, that means you're in here for 26, 27, 28, and 29. Basically, you buy, this is the bull run packet right here, man. You're basically in the Citadel, locked in. You won't get kicked out. You basically have a golden ticket to get into the next crypto mindset course and the crash out course for free, which is really great. And then the cool thing is, if for some reason, let's just say we're halfway through the course and you're like, I want to join the CMC. We're halfway through. Are you sure? You're right. You're in. You always have your spot. You essentially have a golden ticket. If we were to increase the prices on the CMC, it doesn't matter. You're locked in.
Yep. That's the beauty of this, is like for the 1, 3, or 5 year, right? Like you lock in that whole time period, which is great. And we've already had a couple people jump into the 5 years. So that's going to be fun.
Shout out to them. Yeah, we're going to have the group up and running for them very soon. We have like there, just to talk about the Citadel 5 year. This one is a special one because basically you're in here for 26, 27, 28, 29, 2030, 2031. You're in here for the bottom of the market, the 3 year bull run. You get to buy the lows again in 2030, and you're back in massive profits in 31. Holy shit.
I'd say the generational package.
This one's interesting because you get 2 free crypto mindset courses and 2 free crash out courses that you could use anytime in the next 5 years. If the price of CMC goes up $1,000, it doesn't matter. You're in. And you can use it anytime. Whether it's we closed it, hey, I'm sorry, we're closed. You can be, I have the golden ticket. I have the golden ticket, and it's not closed. So you could use it at any point in time. If like, hey, enrollment closes, February 30th or 28th. Hey, it's March 1st. Can I get in? Yes, you can. You're in. That's it. It's beautiful. The other cool thing is that we have an exclusive group, full participant group. So this is a special group for only for the guys who buy the 5 year Citadel package. We're gonna give all these packages different names and stuff. This is like you're getting in the Generation Alpha version right now, but you get to basically test run any of the cool new products we use. You get to try any of the new AI stuff we use. More exclusive access to me and Charlie. We're gonna give you some cool info that we don't give out to anybody else, just because I can't say too much because we got some guys already bought the 5 year, so I shouldn't even hint at what it is. But like we got some stuff that might be coming around in 27 that they have access to. So
yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. And to me, this one is just like the no-brainer one, because if things go up, this is probably going to have the most, things taken away. like right now you get 2 courses and 2 course extensions for the crash out. That's quite a bit, right? That's a good chunk of change. Like we could easily not give those out, but then also if you do the math, right, you save $480. So what is that? Like $80 per year off the regular Citadel or whatever. Plus, you could either choose the 2 courses, or you can do $600 off per year, but that only adds up to $3,000. So if you do the 2 courses, you're basically kind of scalping an extra $400 off of free value there. So that actually ends up being like $800, almost $900 in savings comparatively. So yeah, the math makes sense. The perks make sense. And man, the alpha in that is going to pay for itself. I mean, I bet, just being in the 5-year Citadel basically is going to pay for itself within a year, and then, or if not sooner. And then, what do you call it? It's all gravy train after that. So I don't know, man. Like sometimes, you got to go for glory, and the 5-year full cycle participant, I think, is pretty glorious.
Yeah, I think so too. And it is the meme coin alpha group, possibly.
Yeah, we could. Yeah, exactly. That's part of it.
I mean, that's a big part of it, of course. But obviously, the cool thing too is if you're, this life can happen. Someone might just like for some reason disappear for a bit, and we can get you back up to like snuff, basically. Like it's really cool. Like someone could be like, "Hey, man, I kind of lost my way in 2030. I just completely forgot." We'll get you back in fighting shape. That's the cool thing. Or like, hey, I wasn't here for 28. Something happened. I'm here at 29. All right, let's get you cooking again, and let's make sure that we get you kind of prepared for 2030, basically. Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely. I just throwing the links there in the chat for everyone.
And some of these might disappear. Like as an example, like we might move the 3-year away because
we might just retire it for a period of time. Yeah.
Right. Just because like, if after this year the group would end sometime in 2030, not group, it's part of the Citadel, but like it would basically be like it would go into 2030, and I kind of do like it that it's like the bull market years. It's 29, 28, 27. That's really nice. I really like that right there. But
we'd had the idea to do it a while back, and one of the reasons why we didn't is because we wanted to kind of line it up for most advantageous periods.
Exactly. So I think the 5-year will stay how it is, because the 5-year, if it keeps bleeding another year, it'll keep going into 2032, 2033, 2020. So it's fine basically. But the 3-year might change. Maybe we take the 1 year out. Like we're like, who knows? Like things might change a little bit, or the pricing will go up, because at some point, like in the next 5 years, the price of the CMC is going to go up.
Yeah,
it just absolutely is. We have not increased the price of the CMC since early 21, basically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not adjusted for inflation. Unfortunately,
not adjusted at all. Actually,
yeah. And Ned here says 2030 is the year, the rug year. Be warned. Hey, it's the first potential, right? But what do you call it? Sami also says, how long is a 5-year up for? Undetermined, but if Bitcoin crosses 100K and we're like, yeah, we're good. We have enough people in the 5-year group. Like we probably shouldn't be giving that much out anymore. We're back in the bull market, let's not do that. Like that might be the catalyst, or like it's undetermined, right? But we might have it available the whole bear market, or we might only have it available, for the first portion, but it just really depends. So I would say, nothing lasts forever. So definitely jump on it sooner rather than later, because the deal's good now. So yeah.
And it's kind of cool too, because like we're definitely going to try to leave them up during points in time where like, because we get guys all the time like, hey, like we've had guys who prepay. I don't know when your next CMC is, but can I prepay for it right now? Because like I got the cash right now and I hit a lick. Like, all right, we understand that. And but yeah, at some point we might sunset some of this stuff, basically, just because it's not the best time,
Yep, absolutely. So but yeah, I'm glad you guys asked those good questions. I mean, there's a lot of other like kind of tangential news of what's happening in crypto right now. I remember, we should pour one out for Bonk, because
that's shit. Oh my god.
So what exactly happened with Bonk? What is somebody who like basically bought enough tokens to go and make a vote, and they voted in their favor to like take money from the treasury or something like that.
Democracy, Charlie. Democracy happens.
Democracy at its finest.
So yeah, exactly what you said. It basically there's a guy who accumulated enough supply to vote whatever protocol, I mean, whatever he wanted, and he essentially just drained the treasury. Took like $20 million. Shout out to Dows.
And then people are just basically debating whether that it's legal or illegal or proper or whatever. And people are like, well, he followed the rules allegedly, right? It doesn't seem like he hacked anything or.
Basically, he did a corporate takeover. He did a venture capital, and he strip mined the fucking business because there's profit there. Just I can buy. It's cheap enough to me to buy this amount and still be profitable. Then also dump my tokens as soon as I get the money out, and I'll end up with a profit. So that's exactly they did a vulture capitalist move. They took the car actually splitting the cockroach apart. There's more money in the like that. So like that's exactly what they did. 100%.
And the chart already looked brutalized, so I don't know if it's going to make it any worse.
Fuck. But I put the links in the chat, you guys, for the Citadel 3, 5, and 1 year. Just
nice.
FYI.
There we go, baby. There we go. And let's see here.
The DAI had no safeguards against that. Well, no one thought that like someone would vote enough to if you got enough of the voting, the same thing. If someone like, let's just say if someone did have 60% of the hash rate in BTC for long enough, they could do anything they want to Bitcoin.
Oh yeah,
it'd be very possible for. I mean, it'd be very improbable, but like it's possible. It's like possible with any of these systems because it's like we're doing trade-offs and stuff like that. It's sort of like the circle, like good sleep, social life, good grades, choose two. Fuck. Good life and social life, good grades and a social life, no sleep. Sleep and good grades, no social life. Fuck, wait. It's kind of all that in between, man.
I forgot what the trade-offs are in New York City, but it's like, what do you call it? Far from your job or close to your job.
Yeah.
Safety, like odds of being shot or stabbed versus not, and like something else. I think I forgot what the third one was for New York, but like, what do you call it? You get your own room or versus your own apartment, probably, or you get to have a car. It's like that, man. Some of the trade-offs in some cities are just bad.
It's really bad, absolutely.
But the trade-off in crypto is to buy Bitcoin or not to buy Bitcoin. That is a question, but we already know the answer to that one.
That is the question. And we're going to have a special stream on the 10th. So when we watch the CMC, it's going to be a very special stream. Please tune in. It's going to be great.
Q3 CMC is going to be juicy. Like this is going to be a fun one, man. Because like Q2 was great because we timed it perfectly for a 60-day cycle low. We got the vast majority of that 60-day cycle. We got you guys into Aerodrome under 35 fucking cents. We're at 55. Well, no, we're at 58 cents right now. I keep thinking 55 cents for some reason, but we're at 58 cents right now on Aerodrome. Like that's like everybody who got into we were talking a lot of Aerodrome. We had Alex in on webinars for the course as well. He's a CEO of Dromos Labs and co-founder of Aerodrome there. And I still don't think it's hit people with like how kind of just well put together that was, right? So that was a lot of fun. But this Q3, I think, and so people are kind of sitting on what, like a lazy 2x almost, right? With Aerodrome, it's like, oh, this is great. We'll buy it under 35 cents. It's almost at 60. It's probably going towards 70, right? And like all that type of stuff. So like those are kind of like the nice W's. And it's just a matter of, okay, do you understand the details of what we're talking about with Alex enough to be able to put in, a good chunk of change to make it an impact for you without being, going against risk management principles and stuff like that. I think that's kind of the main question there. But for Q3, we have now a mixture between kind of what we're talking about this episode. Like you said, the potentials for buying the bottom and making money off of that a little while later, or right, the market just makes some really good moves and we get some good trades and some good opportunities in, and we make money right away. So it's like, you win, you pretty much win as long as you're getting in. right? If you're on the sidelines, I mean, we're not going to be on Rumble, YouTube, Twitch, nothing, basically in the month of August. So the whole month of August, we're basically radio silent except for everybody in the Q3 crypto mindset course. And Lamelle says, is it going to be a Q4? Yeah, there'll be a Q4, but it might not be until December, right?
Yeah.
So it might not be until the end of the year, because what do you call it? Like we said, we might have the bottom. It's like me and Miguel are basically baking in a 15, like you're on the 30% chance side of the low being in, I'm on like a 15% chance of the low being in. So basically we're baking in a 1 in 4 or 5 shot that the low is in, but we pretty much think it's probably not. So we have opportunities here. And if the low is in, or if the low becomes in within the quarter, like being in the course, especially in August, is just going to be the best way to basically take advantage of that. So there's enough volatility happening in the market, and there's enough coins. I think there's actually going to be more coins this next quarter that even if Bitcoin is does go down into the 50Ks, that they'll still perform, because this last quarter we saw Aerodrome perform, we saw Hype perform, we saw Zcash perform, a host of others. Tau a little bit, yeah. I mean, at the very beginning of the quarter, but like, what do you call it? It's a great long-term play, but like, we see these different coins that have their potential lows in already, and you can start speculating on them and making money, making some good trades. I think there's going to be more of that in this Q3, just because the closer we get to the 4-year cycle low, the more kind of some not meme coins, but like altcoins, basically, it's like the newer ones, for example, like Hype, right? They can just move off their lows a lot easier if they're coming out recently. Older coin like Aerodrome, you just need like a lot of really good fundamental events, but like a lot of work needs to be done. One thing we haven't talked about at all this episode that I'm sure me and DCC will talk about throughout our streams this week is the new ETH Foundation roadmap. And ETH, basically, like we've talked about the short-term stuff happening for ETH, that's good. But ETH is like, I think Vitalik said the roadmap for the nesk 4 years on ETH is that they just talked about, I think, over the last weekend. We'll talk both about it on our streams this week, but he said that roadmap is almost as aggressive or as like meaningful as what happened with the merge. So the merge happened in the middle of a bear market. He's trying to kind of plan this next one for the end of a bull, which is a very good speculation to build into. Very good speculation for Tom Lee to pump us into. Let's get past 5,000K. Let's go. But no, I just think because the closer we get to a bottom, the more, new projects or old projects that are building just get more aggressive. And so there was a good handful last quarter, but I would say there might be like 10 to 15 of those types of coins in this next crypto mindset course. So it's going to be fun.
Definitely. And then usually, by the time we are launching like the Q4, the bottom will be in already. And it's more of like, okay, let's maximize what capital we have left and where are we implementing that into coins that haven't pumped yet, and kind of seeing which way we're going into 27. And then fucking damn, dude, this shit's going to get spicy, because Q4 is really interesting too, because then we go into January, February 27.
Yeah. And then you can be a little bit more reckless, abandon.
Yeah.
Of course, don't be stupid, right? Because there's a lot of money pits in crypto that are going to continue to be like black holes. Capital suck, but as long as you're avoiding those, there'll be a lot of good opportunities. So
absolutely.
There was a wise man once said,
"You buy this for $39.99. Guess what, folks? You take the L away. You put a W there, baby. You're a winner, man. You're the real deal. You're picking up chicks. Let me tell you something. You buy this set at $39.99, baby. You're the cock of the walk, man. You walk into the bar and you just find the hottest chick and you go, you, me. Guess what? She says, why would I go out with you? Because I bought the deal on Wild West Deals for $39.99. That's why. She says, can I go home with you? That's how simple it is. That's how it works. That's what this set brings to the table. Because you know what she sees? She sees a man who knows what he wants. She sees a man who says, good deals don't get by me, baby. I move, I act quick, I act now. I go to wildwestdeals.com, boom. That's why you're hanging with chicks all night long. That's why you got guys like Michael Jordan calling you, wanting to hang out with you, baby. Because you bought it for $39.99.
Yep.
And I think there was a question related to that worked perfect here. I'm fumbling here.
Yeah, Space Make. Yeah, he passed away a couple years ago and stuff. R.I.P.
Yeah. Oh, there was somebody asking. Oh, yeah, there's where it was. Next time we're going to be on Fresh and Fit. So for the Crypto Mindset course, Q3, we're going to be on Fresh and Fit on the 17th, which is Friday. And then we're going to be on again on Monday on the 20th. So,
yeah. Let me go. Yep. Yeah, 17th and 20th. Yep.
2 more weeks.
And we're also going to be on with Gary GG33, and then we're going to be doing a stream with the 304 podcast as well down there. And then there's actually quite a bit of shows we're doing down there as well. I think we're going on with Luke. I can never say his last name.
It's some Russian Polish mixture last name that's like 20 letters long. I have no idea either.
He's my favorite Polak. He's my favorite.
Conspiracy theory Polak.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it, No, he's always a fun show. He always gets invited to the Bitcoin conference, and what do you call it? Always gets backstage passes for that stuff. So that's cool.
We always meet him at conferences, just randomly. Like, hey, what the hell? I didn't expect to see you here, man. And then we go to some crypto after parties. We're like, again, what's up?
Well, and the person that shows up like he does sometimes too, that I'm like, we shouldn't be running into him this often, is Coach Greg Adams. Like,
yeah, it's insane how many times we've run into him. Holy shit!
In like a month, we ran into like 4 times or whatever. Like totally different random situations. Like we're like at a mansion party and like he shows up and we're like, what the fuck is like? It was dark and like what do you call it? He was like kind of in the shadows and I was like, I'm pretty sure that's Greg Adams, and you're like, really? And I'm like, I'm pretty sure. And you're like, no, you're just typecasting. I'm like, he's got the beard, bro. He's got the beard.
It's kind of funny. It was that'd be funny. Imagine every like, there's a couple people that have happened in my life where I just like I kind of know someone like that, but it got to the point where I keep seeing somebody so many times in a week or in a month that you're just like, give me your phone number, bro. Like we just keep like, it's weird. We keep bumping into each other. It's kind of strange.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But yeah, so fun times.
Fun times, man.
But so there's Bonk. I'm like, do you mean Belmar? Hell no. Don't mean fucking Luke Belmar. Screw that guy.
What about him?
Personally, I'm speaking personally. I don't speak for anybody else like that, but
no, we have never.
That guy.
No, man.
In my opinion.
What happened to his token? The nuke? I haven't seen. What's it called again? It's probably called Belmar, isn't it? I bet you, bro.
But yeah.
Oh wow, fuck. Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, it's only worth. I think it was 15 million market cap. It's now at 132,000 market cap.
Oh my god.
Well, that. Yeah. To be expected. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Lisa Ansom's kept this thing going.
Oh yeah, he's pushing hard though. He's marketing he's spending money marketing. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like if you don't know, like Nansom in the background is spending money marketing to make sure his token stays up. So I fuck with it though. I understand though. I mean, hey, you're trying to do everything to keep your token up. So I mean, money wisely spent, I guess.
Absolutely.
But it's probably topping at $1 billion, you guys. It's probably topping at $1 billion, and it's gonna have a nice 80% dipperoo, and then we'll see how it does. But if it survives, it might go to a few billion this cycle if it survives. But it'll be he'd be the first one through the door for his influencer token not to die, and that's actually huge. It is actually really good. It is good for the industry because it's like it's possible now. Then maybe we'll see what happens. Maybe he'll stick around. Yeah, Sonic's is still around. It's fine. Yeah, Sonic's still around. But if you want to know more, get in the CMC. But the community is the top projects on Sonic are rattling around themselves, and they're actually starting to accumulate their meme tokens like Goggles and Tinfoil Hat Cat. and some of the other larger cap ones. The eco token's doing a massive buy and burn of its supply. For every percent it goes up, they're burning 1% of the supply. They're burning up a lot of tokens right now. But hey, well, you know, it is what it is. But I mean, it's just like, but it's not just like when Ned said typical crypto result. Well, it's also typical like influencer result to them, what they're doing. Like a lot of these other, I mean, you know it, like if they have a really bad reputation, dog, I mean, like, you know what you're getting into. It's like, oh no, he gave me gonorrhea. You knew, bro. Like, you thought you were just going to touch the potato and run away, and then now you're fucking got syndrome, you know? Now you're sped, you know? So be careful, you guys. You know, it's like, come on.
Speaking of which, what's up with Richard Hart?
Well, he basically confirmed that like, no, the red notice is not gone.
Yeah,
someone just spread it. Basically, they were updating the website, and then that's the real reason. But like, it got quashed pretty quickly.
Cold store is still there.
Cold store, yeah, the cold store was.
Oh man, but Johnny Chaos kind of had a funny ass tweet today. He was like, something like, what do you call it? Everybody's saying they want the red notice off of Richard Hart. I don't want that, right, or whatever. He was saying something like that, and he's like, but we're getting delisted everywhere, so it makes sense. Like to take off the red notice. I can't remember what he tweeted, but it's kind of funny.
That's fine.
But yeah, I'm trying to think of what other crypto news like has kind of been around this week.
Oh, I know one. Soldier Boy launched a coin.
Oh my god! What was the other guy's name? In freaking Africa.
Oh, in Africa, Akon.
Yeah, I'm like, is this going to be better or worse? I'm like, Akon at least like promised an entire city in Africa that he was going to like build it into a utopia. Like, but okay,
but that's also really bad too. It's not better.
No, it's like terrible. It's absolutely.
He's like scamming some degenerates on crypto Twitter versus scamming an entire African nation.
I'm like,
what is insane, bro. That gap.
That's what I'm wondering is what level is Soldier Boy gonna get to with this? Is like he's like, okay, I'm just gonna scam some retards, or is he like, no, I'm gonna like, you know, promise the freaking world and then rug, right?
Soldier Boy would probably be like, I'm the first ever fucking rapper to actually have a successful fucking coin on crypto. That'd be fucking hilarious. So it's like Black Bull and Soldier Boy tell him. what demon holding like what like CERN. You know, they turned off CERN in Switzerland off. It's gonna be turned off till 2030.
That's why I heard Bitcoin pumped.
Watch this. CERN shit's real, bro. Like, we have like the next best 4 years ever. It's awesome, and then they turn it back on, and we're like, oh, shit, bro. And then I'd be like, bro, they gotta do something. Fuck, man, because like people are starting to say their days are starting to get a little longer. Like, it's all conspiracy theory shit, but man, I've been having some good sleep. I had the best nap I've had in a year today. I was one of the best. I literally just went in my bed and just went, and I woke up like. Not like it was incredible. I woke up, was like, that's more like it. Yeah, give me that, bro. Like that at this age, I'm over here like thinking fondly of like, man, that nap was dope.
Nap coin,
nap coin.
Like the nap coin, like you know how they have like a step in and stuff. It's like for every step.
Yeah.
It's like they have nap coin for every like.
You only make money if you actually get into REM sleep, deep sleep, and shit, but no one does in crypto. So I just keep pocketing all the money.
Dude, yeah, because they have apps for that now. Like that actually works. Yeah. That's actually like verifiable.
You only make money if you actually get over 2 hours of REM sleep, deep sleep, and shit, and then everyone just keeps losing their money. Everyone keeps losing their money because no one sleeps good. The app makes sure that you can't activate blue light blocking on your phone. I am betting against you. Do you believe enough to bet on yourself, Charlie? Do you believe you're just fucking rug everybody with their nap maxing?
Now that's a maxing I can get behind.
Yeah, nap maxing. It's so difficult to actually be able to get a nap, like legitimately, because like you're busy or like, but sometimes your ass just needs to go to take a nap. It's like, it's true, bro. Like I feel great right now. I'm about to hit the gym right now in a minute.
Nice.
Yeah, but I've been on this whole like no pre-workout at like past like 6 p.m. shit because like, man, I had too many fucking 4 a.m., 5 a.m. going to sleep time. Man, no, fuck that, bro. It's like I can do it. I'm one of the fucking crypto gods when it comes to staying up. But like, man, you do enough back to backs, man. You're like, geez, dude.
Yeah, it kind of ends up being more of a negative, not worth it. Yeah, after a while.
Right. But you do need that firepower. Like I met so many guys that they're like, they're not ready for the trenches. They're not ready. Like they can't. I know guys who are super smart that cannot handle being awake for 24 hours. They cannot function. It's like they're essentially, they can't handle like trauma. They can't handle like being under fire. They're not war ready. They're like peacetime generals. You know,
there's a lot of that. There's a lot of that in crypto. It's like we said before, we said a couple of streams ago. It's like the people who are like, you must be this tall and expect this in the roller coaster ride. Okay, I could do that. This is easy. I'll beat the shit out of this roller coaster. Then they get on it, they puke their guts out, and they get off. Why'd you ever let me go on that roller coaster, bro? It's all your fault, right? Like you get they get those weak ass types, you know. I mean, but I would say, what was it? That was another interesting thing I saw on crypto Twitter. It was like I'd have to go back and see like the thing, but you know how there's like ENFJ, INJ, like personality types and stuff. Some of the Bitcoiners were trying to like classify like what's the most common personality type among Bitcoiners and how rare it was in the general population or some bullshit like that. Which, dude, I always find that hilarious. But there's got to be. It's like, is everybody in crypto just autistic and retarded?
Yes.
Or yes, exactly. Yes. Answer is yes. Or right, where does this superpower come from? Right.
Is everyone retarded? Let me finish, Miguel. Yeah, no, it's yes.
Fuck. So you're not sleep maxing, just comes from retardation. Got it.
Well, what's your thoughts on Flying Tulip? It's trash. Absolute trash. Fuck that shit, bro.
Oh yeah.
The whole Sonic community said fuck Flying Tulip, bro. Everyone said fuck.
Well, yeah, Andre's
that's
basically
just gonna burn it. Retard, bro. Retard maxing.
Yeah.
And not the good retard maxing.
Andre's the one leading it, right?
Uh-huh. Well, I wish you luck, bro. I mean, but
which is why.
I mean, it's like pissing off your customer base, like to the point, like I like to think me, myself, and I, not any of the people I've helped, not the millions of customers. I'd like to think myself, and everyone who's ever done anything with me is retarded. Thank you. And your whole like film team in the background's like, what the fuck?
I hate you. You. Fuck you. You're cool. Fuck you. No.
You guys, I signed a 3-picture deal. Where's my team? Where's everybody? What the fuck? Oh fuck, man, that's terrible, bro. That's so fucking horrible. But that's how it be, man. Just like, I'm sick and tired of hearing crypto people leaning on like autism as they're like, no, well he's like you're just retarded. You're socially retarded. Like, let's just stop forgiving people. Like sure, I mean, do I say a bunch of like offhanded stuff? For sure, but you already know, like, oh hi, bless you. You know how to be a human being. Like, we need to stop putting these people who are like, he's so autistic. He plays World of Warcraft while he's in meetings with BlackRock. What? Like, what are we doing here? Like,
yeah,
that's what I literally thought so much less of all the top VC platforms when they're like, he's playing League of Legends on bronze. What a Chad. With SPF, I was like, shit. Oh, he's so smart. He's able to multitask $1 billion merger along while playing like League of Legends. And then people find out he's like literally one of the lowest level League of Legends players of all time with thousands of matches. I was like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? I could teach almost any 10-year-old to beat SPF at League of Legends. Like, I have no League of Legends knowledge. I am confident one weekend I'd smash him in League of Legends. And I got no prior experience, like, at all.
I wonder if he still has access to League of Legends now in prison.
Like, possibly. But that story, it was like, you know, when you hear headlines, it's like so fucking, it sounds so ridiculous, and then you're like, it's fucking real. Wow. Like, that was a real, like, the low, like, that was real. Like, that was the real time, because it's like, it was like Chinese imperial harem. Gangbangs. Sex parties, and they're all ugly dorks with like ugly like, it's just like, you're like, this can't. And aren't they making a movie of it? I hope so.
But if they make a movie of it, if they make a movie of it and they leave Sam Trabusco the fuck out of it, I'm gonna be pissed, bro. Sam Trabusco needs to, get his day in the sun.
Absolutely. He just basically skated away and like, oops, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Those unisocks were a crime, bro.
Unisocks. But I digress.
We digress. But yeah, what's your streaming schedule this week looking like?
Let me see here. So my next stream would probably be Wednesday. So it'd probably be like since I'm doing MOONGANG and stuff. So it'd probably be like Wednesday. Well, the thing is, my next stream will be Wednesday, and then depending on how we're gonna do the Friday stream, because that'll be the 10th, I might probably stream on the 9th. So it's probably gonna be Wednesday, Thursday, and then we're streaming pretty much every day until the end of the CMC. So we're from the 10th, 11th, 12th, 14th, 15th, like every day, basically.
Every goddamn day, there's going to be some content out here for you guys. So if you guys drink up all the juice and all the alpha this month, make sure that you take advantage of that as much as possible. What tends to happen during a crypto mindset course launch is that we out content your guys' ability to listen, which is kind of crazy to me. I'm like, there's some people that are just like, you guys doing too many streams, I can't keep up. And I'm like,
thank you.
Well, we're the one talking. Like it's harder for us though. But hey,
I don't know if you ever heard of a love bomb, but yes, that is we stream bomb you guys. But it's because we stream bomb you because we also feel bad because we're all like, and then it's like we're on stream so much and then
gone, baby.
You're out of crack.
Yep, because it's time to get in the course, baby. So I'll throw the link there in the chat if you want to get there on the list ahead of time. And when does the webinars actually start? Webinars will start on the 1st of August, which is a Saturday evening. So
we'll have the complete webinar list in terms of all the dates and everything for the crypto mindset course on the 10th, as well as we'll have the crash out course as well. We might release a crash out course, like actual dates and like webinar list probably a little bit later in the week, but you will have it before the start of the course.
Yep. Awesome. So and then I'll be streaming this week, Tuesday through Friday, as we usually do. And then of course, we'll do it through the weekend, with the course launch and everything. So yeah, you're not getting rid of us. Sorry, guys. YouTube tried.
Yeah, YouTube tried. But we're going to rug you guys right now.
Maybe. No. So, we hit the like button and subscribe on Dollar Cost Crypto on YouTube. And then also like and follow on Cultivate Crypto on Rumble. Technically on Rumble, because like Rumble makes you have a user and then you can put a channel under the user. So I made the user how to cultivate crypto, and I have the cultivate crypto channel underneath that. And the how to cultivate crypto has like 450 some subs, but cultivate crypto only has 100. We just passed 100. So nice. Press follow. Let's get to, by the time I do my stream tomorrow afternoon, which will be 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 6 p.m. Eastern, around there. Let's get to 115 would be a nice number. Let's try that. So smash the follow, smash the subscribe, smash the like, smash everything. If you're not watching on both YouTube and Rumble, are you really part of the Moon Gang? Right. So just make sure to do all those things. Get to the cryptomindsetcourse.com, put your email address there, go to cultivatecrypto.com and jump into the Citadel there as well. And that's what we got for you guys. We want to help you guys out here in the month of July as much as possible, absolutely for free. And then we'll be off to the course in August. So, is there a super chat on Rumble? Oh, just before we're about to rug, I did not see. Let's check it out. Oh, yeah, it doesn't show up for some reason, but okay, because it doesn't show up as a super chat. But Luke, I think.
I am your father.
Yeah, right. I wonder if it doesn't show up at all on StreamYard, which is kind of gay. But he put the $5 super chat. It was Luke Jones with the 10K portfolio all in USDC. How should I split it up for this bull run? I got 1K arrow, of course. So I'm not sure what the rest of the portfolio is like, but Bitcoin and Ethereum and Solana are pretty much your main three that you're looking to scoop up, and then you can divvy those out into other coins if you decide to go into other coins later.
Yeah, I mean, like a really simplistic version of it would be like $2,500 Bitcoin, 2,500 Ethereum, 2,500 Solana, and then the leftover money would be the alts at your alt positions, and then
So you have your Arrow.
Yeah.
Maybe get in addition to Arrow, do an AI play of different sorts, right?
Yeah.
And real world asset play and meme coin play. So yeah, lots of possibilities there.
Because that Bitcoin and Ethereum will save your butt from making very bad decisions. And honestly, all the coins you're choosing are good, high quality coins, so you'll be fine. But it's just an insurance there that like the BTC and Ethereum will drag your terrible decisions, consequences, basically.
It'll, as we say, absolve all sins, all crypto sins. So we appreciate you guys. We hope you guys have a great rest of your evening here. And then we will see you guys on the flip side tomorrow and on Wednesday. So until then, guys, peace, live long, prosper. We will catch you all again soon. Later.
You buy this for $39.99. Guess what, folks? You take the L away. You put a W there, baby. You're a winner, man. You're the real deal. You're picking up chicks. Let me tell you something. You buy this set at $39.99, baby. You're the cock of the walk, man. You walk into the bar and you just find the hottest chick and you go, you, me. Guess what? She says, why would I go out with you? Because I bought the deal on Wild West Deals for $39.99. That's why. She says, can I go home with you? That's how simple it is. That's how it works. That's what this set brings to the table. Because you know what she sees? She sees a man who knows what he wants. She sees a man who says, good deals don't get by me, baby. I move. I act quick. I act now. I go to wildwestdeals.com. Boom. That's why you're hanging with chicks all night long. That's why you got guys like Michael Jordan calling you, wanting to hang out with you, baby. Because you bought it for $39.99.